Hello, everybody. In our parsha, Hakadosh Baruch Hu commands Avraham at a ripe old age to perform the mitzvah of Brit Milah. Vayihi Avram ben Tishim Shana v'Teisha Shanim. When Avraham Avinu had reached 99 years of age, he is informed of this commandment, and Hashem adds the words, Hitalech lefanai, walk before me, walk in a state of God awareness, in Hashem's light, ve'yeh tamim, and be tamim. What does it mean to be tamim? So if you look at most of the Mefarshim, it is be perfect, be wholesome, be complete, be faultless, which sounds like an impossible demand from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I imagine that we can understand this command in the spirit of what Chazal teach us in Pirkei Avot. Lo alecha hamlacha ligmar, velo ata ben chorin lihibatel mimena. It is not upon you to complete the task. Yes, the goal is to be perfect, but you're not absolved from making the attempt either. The Seforno is somewhat along the lines of the other Mefarshim, but I believe he adds a few words that makes a subtle yet significant difference. The Seforno says, Uknei hashlemut ha'efshar lemin ha'enoshi. God is not asking Avraham to be perfect. He's asking Avraham to be as perfect as a human being can be. This seems to connote a recognition that the human by nature will not be perfect. As we know, ki ein adam sadik ba'aretz asher lo yecheta. Everyone has foibles, weaknesses, shortcomings, some more, some significantly less. So the Seforno is not interpreting the pasuk as the goal is you must be perfect, and then, okay, you didn't make it, but you have to try. No, what you have to try is to be as close to perfection as a human being can possibly be. And perhaps this is to be understood in the light of a pasuk in Parshat Noach. After the Mabul and after Noach brought a pleasing sacrifice before HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we read, Vayomer Hashem el libo, lo osif lekalel od et ha'adama ba'avur ha'adam. God is in essence promising there will not be a totally ravaging plague or makkah where the world will be destroyed on account of man's sins. Ki yetzer leiv ha'adam ra minu urav. Because the direction of a human being, the impulse of a human being, contains the yetzer hara from a very, very early stage. What this means is that instead of God following the punishment of the flood for the moral weaknesses of humanity, we would have expected that subsequently God would be less tolerant of human weakness. Hashem, in essence, is saying, since I realize that built into the human being in the natural world post-flood is a sense of weakness, of the Yetzer Hara, before it is even balanced by the Yetzer Hatov, Hashem is going to be more indulgent of human weakness. And so perhaps that is what the Seforno means when he interprets the divine command to Avraham, Hayeh Tamim, as not that you have to be perfect. You have to be as perfect as a human being with all of the weaknesses, with the Yetzer Hara, with the foibles, with the distractions, with the natural surroundings, as best as a human can possibly be. And that, in essence, is something that each and every one of us should be demanding of ourselves. Not utter perfection, but to be as close to perfectly good as Hashem has endowed us with said capability. Shabbat Shalom Umevorach.